Hey friends! Alright, so it's the day before my first day of school. And we're gonna have our last meal.
Oh yeah. The last supper, but in lunch form.
Yeah. We're gonna go to King's Fish House. Woo! I can't wait.
We're gonna get some chowder.
We're gonna get some chowder. By the way, King's Fish House is one of my favorite places in the universe. I'm Eddie.
This is the one.
You're the background. Engine on. What are your thoughts on Billy Idol?
I dig Billy Idol.
I was in love with him for like 5 minutes.
So was I. I'm not ready for this. Just woke up. It's my first day. Oh my god, it's freezing in here. Oh, sorry. It's freezing and I have to leave in like 30 minutes. Just gonna drink some coffee, maybe eat something, and yeah. Turn this all the way up. It's cold. Alright, I'm in my car. I had to put my coffee in this little tiny thing because I don't have time to drink it. And I'm the person that's always like 2 hours early. Well, school starts at 8:30 and it's 7. But I need to get a parking spot and all that good stuff, so let's do this. First day of second semester. Woo! He left us. Rude.
I know.
Alright, so I just got done. It is like almost 3 o'clock. It actually went pretty good. Tomorrow's my first day of clinical for Med Surg, so I get to see what that's like. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. But I had Med Surg first, then psych. And we had our first lecture, just really basic stuff. I have a med math quiz tomorrow that I have to get 90% on, or else well, you get a couple chances, but no calculator and all that, so I'm gonna go study at Starbucks and practice some math questions. I'll show you guys when I get there. What do you want to do?
Steal his wine glass.
Don't do it. You're gonna go to jail. Leave the man's wine alone.
YouTube? Click on the link below and subscribe. Explain to the camera, Felicia.
So we're doing IV drip factor rates, and we're trying not to murder our patients.
Try. Use that term loosely. Oh no, I can't. I'm sorry. Take two.
What advice do you have for your students?
Win the lottery. Don't ever go to nursing school? No. I don't know what to tell them. You can do it. It's not the worst situation ever. You can do it. If you're panicking, take a moment, breathe to yourself. You're gonna be fine. It's not the end of the world. You might lose a few hairs, but that's it. Hold on. See my hairline first. Where is it? It was here. After first semester, it's probably gonna be here. So it's okay. Hair's overrated.
You don't need
If
it.
you're a girl, you can get extensions.
I'm gonna have to study that.
See you later, kids.
Hey guys, so today is my first clinical for my Med Surg rotation. I have to be there at 7:45. I'm gonna get there early because we have a math exam or a math test. We have to do mid-math calculations, so the stuff you saw me practicing last night, drip factors, dosages, things like that. So I have to pass that with a 90% or higher. They give you 3 chances, but hopefully I only need the first chance. And we're just gonna get like an orientation of the hospital. I'm gonna be on the Med Surg unit. Super stoked about working in the OR. But we each only get 2 days in the OR. I got up at 4:45. So I had coffee. About to eat 2 eggs. Make sure I drink water today because that's my biggest problem. I always forget to drink water. Here's my eggs, guys. Look at that beautiful job. Woo. I'm ready. So I'm here at the hospital just waiting to meet up with everyone. Just because, well, I'm both super nervous and super excited. I'm nervous just because if you watch my previous video, you know I was in like a subacute type of unit. So technically we just had 1 patient assigned to us, but we still would do care for like up to 6 or more patients. But just, you know, we only were responsible for like care plans, head-to-toe assessment, and things like that for 1 patient. And now going to Med Surg, I'm gonna be doing 3 patients, and it's totally doable. It's just like, I guess because I don't know what to expect yet, so it makes me nervous a little bit. And I just need to develop my own way of time management like super quick. But you know, while we were at the subacute, it's not like we weren't doing a bunch of patients. We do all the dressing changes and like trach care and everything for all of the patients that our nurse had. But again, I was only like solely responsible for 1. Now obviously once I'm done with school, like I'm gonna have a lot more than 3 patients, but just I'm also super stoked. I've always kind of thought I want to work in an OR and maybe like eventually being like the first assistant or whatever to the surgeon. So I'm super excited to kind of see how that works, be in the OR. I'm kind of sad that it's only it's 2 days, but I wish it was more. I wish it was like at least 2 weeks worth, but super excited. I want to try and get some IVs if I can. On Monday we're doing the IV skill lab, so we just need to get checked off for that. I don't know if I could record that. I'll try. But yeah, so I have about 7 weeks of Med Surg and then 7 weeks of psychiatric nursing. What I know so far is I will have, for the first few weeks, I'll have 2 patients, then the last like 4 weeks I'll have 3 patients. I know we'll be doing both the CNA duties and the RN duties on each patient every day. There's a ton of paperwork, but at the same time, like, this is what makes you prepared, and like it is a little stressful and a little nerve-wracking just because it seems like a lot, but I feel like to be a good and successful nurse, you have to be able to handle challenges, and you have to be able to learn how to efficiently manage your time and things like that. So yeah, I'm a little nervous because I don't know what to expect yet, but I'm also super excited because I love that kind of high-paced, challenging energy. And so the cool thing also about Med Surg that I'm excited about is every patient is so different, so you get to see all kinds of different things. So there's a couple things I want to see. I mean, for sure I want to try and do a Foley, I want to try and do IVs, but I also want to try and do an NG tube. I don't know if I would be successful at it, but alright, I'm done with clinicals. Well, it was just, we just did an orientation, so we basically did a bunch of paperwork, some tests, had to do the med math test, so I passed, I got an A on it. There were a couple questions that were kind of tricky. I mean, partially because I was starving, but also just, I don't know, it makes you nervous because you're like, oh, I have to get at least a 90%, or else you get 3 chances, but still, you feel like, oh god, I have to pass. So there's that stress factor, but I ended up getting an A. So I passed my med math. We had to watch videos, we had to kind of get oriented to the computer system that they use there. So I did that. What else? We got our badges, which is cool, but tomorrow we're gonna do, sorry, this is a bad angle, but I'm in the car. Tomorrow we're gonna get a tour of the hospital. So we were there from 7:30 until after 3. Tomorrow we get a tour of the hospital. We get to see what floors we're going to be on. We get our first patient. So the first day we're just going to do 1 patient. Do head to assessment and just getting acclimated to the floor. And then starting next week we get 2 patients, and then it just progresses from there. I get to pick my own patient tomorrow, so I'm excited to see kind of who I get and all that. So sorry if I'm kind of like boring in this video. I'm just like trying to get back in that school mindset, so there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff I gotta organize. I'm also the vice president of my cohort, so I have to do some vice president stuff. Having that break was, honestly, it felt like kind of a long break, and I think it's because I'm like the type of person where I have to be doing something. I can't just be sitting down. Now, trust me, the first 2 weeks was awesome because I felt like I was extremely drained. Like, first semester just killed me. We had 4 classes, we had pharmacology, it was just a lot. So I definitely needed the time to like recuperate and like regain my strength. But then I got to the point where it kind of felt long, and now of course it's like we're back in it, and I don't know if I'm ready yet, but whether I'm ready or not, it's here. So, but I'm just excited. Like, it's cool because it also, every day that goes by, I'm closer to being a nurse, or closer to being done with school, or however you want to look at it. So it's super exciting to me. It's also kind of scary and makes me nervous a little bit. But you know what? The thing that I was thinking about earlier, like, the bar is set higher, obviously, as you progress. But I was just thinking, like, I wouldn't want it to be super easy. Like, when you get to 3rd or 4th semester, they expect a lot. Like, you have to be, I mean, you've been in there for over a year. You should know your stuff, you know, or at least be a lot more experienced, of course, than you were in 1st semester. But 2nd semester is kind of that reality check where you're like, okay, now I got to take on, you know, 3 patients. I got to do a lot more paperwork. Sorry if I cut off my face on that part, but you know, it's like there's a lot more expectations, higher expectations. So as much as it makes me nervous to like know that I have a lot on my plate, it also is exciting and, you know, beneficial to my success. I don't know. Alright, so I don't really have any good stories yet because the first couple days were not super eventful, although I did do patient care on my 2nd day of clinicals, but I'm hoping to have a more exciting video for you guys next week. Hopefully more stuff happens. I got a lot of homework I gotta do before Wednesday, a lot of preparation. Let me just show you guys. Okay, we have so much paperwork for this clinical that this is my binder. I'm sharing it with one of my classmates though, so it's not only mine. But we have this much stuff. And this is just for a 7-week clinical rotation of Med Surg, so we're gonna be very busy. We have to do the vitals and head-to-toe assessment on all of these patients, as well as filling out a full sheet with their medications, and this includes the trade name, generic name, dose, route, frequency, safe range, and age-related considerations. Also knowing, like, you know, the class, action, side effects, why you're giving it to them, or the therapeutic reason. And all the lab values, like their most recent labs, and looking for trends within that. And this all needs to be completed by 8 a.m. And we start at about 7, so we gotta get report and all that, and then go out and do that. So it's pretty it's gonna be pretty hectic. Now, I haven't done this completely yet. The first day we didn't have access. Bear with me, I'm sorry this video is kind of boring. It's been a hectic first few days, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see more. Have a good day, have a good night. It's like 11 p.m. right now. That's the current story of my life. There's my gorgeous, like, binder. Alright, I'll see you guys next week.